What's going on? It's Ready, Set, Homestead. We're the only fluff is the feathers. But today we're not talking about poultry or anything outside. We're gonna be making some garden fresh salsa. So we love salsa. We usually go through about a jar of salsa a week. Sometimes that makes it difficult because when we're gonna can it, we have to make a large quantity. This isn't gonna be canned. This is going to be just thrown in the refrigerator because we're probably gonna finish it in the next couple weeks. But a few things that you need. We have garden fresh tomatoes here. So these ones are nice and firm, whereas these ones over here are a little bit more mushy. And that's good. We want that. I'm gonna show you exactly why. We do have some jalapenos, we have some onions, we have fresh garlic, and then we have fresh cilantro as well. So when I'm doing this, the first thing I'm gonna do is take the mushy tomatoes that we have. I like to call these salsa tomatoes. We're just gonna cut off this piece out here, just like that. And you can see we got a little bit there. We can just go ahead and cut that off. Same thing here. And we'll just cut that off as well. So these pieces, you can toss them, you can throw them in compost, whatever you want to do. When it comes to the quantity, I don't do specific, exact, precise measurements. It is fairly easy to determine. For my firm tomatoes, these are the ones that I'm going to dice for the salsa. I have 8 of these. Now, the tomato to onion ratio, I like to have half the amount of onions that I do tomatoes. Now, you can't just go based off of the number of tomatoes or the number of onions. So you can see this amount here. So my onions, so I'm gonna be cutting this off. I'm gonna be trimming off the sides of these onions. So once I cut these, it's gonna be about half the amount. But essentially I'm using 1 large onion for 4 medium tomatoes. If I had large tomatoes, I'd be doing 2 large tomatoes for 1 large onion, if that makes sense. For jalapenos, for a medium salsa, what we consider to be medium, I do 1 jalapeno for every 3 tomatoes. Now, that is gonna be spicier for most people. You can do 1 for every 4. I'm gonna do 1 for every 3. And then for my mushy ones, this is actually gonna be like our sauce. The mushy ones, I do half the amount of tomatoes. So I have 8 tomatoes for my total salsa. I'm gonna use 4 of the mush ones. Now, the first thing I'm doing with these mush tomatoes is I'm gonna put them into essentially a food processor. Just top on. And we're gonna blend this up. I'm gonna put it on the smoothie setting. If I can figure out how to work it. Oh, my wife said it wasn't on all the way. There we go. Then we want it to get nice and chopped up. He doesn't know about that. What'd you think, Bubba? All right, and we're gonna put it into a saucepan. Take the saucepan, and we're gonna kick it on. I'm gonna do about medium-high heat. The reason I'm doing this is because I just want some of the water that's in that tomato to evaporate out. So we're gonna go back to chopping. So now we're gonna chop up our tomatoes. Almost forgot. For this sauce, sprinkle a little bit of salt on the top. Once your sauce is boiling, you see we got this nice red color. We're gonna go ahead and just turn it on low and let it simmer. So now we got our tomatoes chopped up. Now it's time to do our onions. When it comes to the onions, you're more than welcome to chop them up and dice them by hand. I don't like big onions in my salsa, so I chop them up like you saw me do. And then I get out my good old slap chop. garlic. Now this is fresh garlic. So this guy, I'm going to show you. Cut it out right there. All right. When you're cutting garlic, the easiest way to get it out of that protective skin that it has is exactly that. You take your knife, you just push, and it's going to break out for you. Slap chop. Jalapenos. Something about the jalapenos. When you cut open a jalapeno, whew, we have the outer skin, we have the seeds, and in the middle, this is actually the pith. So this right here, that's where the capsaicin, which is all the heat, is stored. The seeds will retain a lot of the heat because they are around the capsaicin, but it's the ribs that have all the heat. Once you get to this part, make sure you can put gloves on, but do not rub your eyes. Slap chop. I'm gonna go rinse my board. So I'm gonna switch this to a different container. This is what we have left with the sauce. So for this quantity of salsa, I'm gonna start with an ounce of white vinegar. And 1 ounce is 2 tablespoons. For our cilantro, slap chop. I'm gonna take this just enough where I can kind of sprinkle it and have a layer, not totally covering. Need some more. So you can see how we have kind of a layer on top. Now we're just going to stir everything in. So try it. When you try it, if it doesn't have enough acidity, we need to add some vinegar. So I'm going to add a half an ounce of vinegar. If you don't have as much of a tomato flavor, you want to add a little bit more salt. So I'm actually going to do both. A little salt. Vinegar. And I want mine to be more spicy. This has a very little bit of spice to it, so I'm going to add another jalapeno. Slap chop. Taste test. Splash more vinegar. Now, when you're doing this, understand whatever spice you have now is going to be enhanced tomorrow. It's like once the jalapenos soak into everything, it's gonna be spicier. So we do prefer our salsa the next day. We'll do a little bit more salt too. I'm not sure why, but the salt really brings out that tomato flavor. And then I like to do the sauce part of it. You don't have to do the sauce where you grind up the tomatoes. It's just something that I like doing. I feel like it adds a little bit more body to the juices. It's not just water. Hey, Mama, come taste test. All right.
So good.
Salsa is one of those things. Everybody likes different salsa. So start out with the basic. Again, I do half the amount of onions for tomatoes. It varies with the jalapenos. The jalapenos, I start out with just like 1 per every 3. And if you don't like spice, do 1 for every 4. If you need to add more, you can always add more. Same thing with the vinegar. Start out with 1 ounce of vinegar when you have something like this, and then just add more as you go. You don't want to put too much in. You always want to kind of gradually go with that salt and with that vinegar, because a little bit of salt will do a lot. A little bit of vinegar will do a lot. But tomatoes, jalapenos, onions, cilantro. Some people don't like cilantro. Some people, there's actually a genetic mutation. They think it tastes like soap. But just make sure you figure out what you like the best. And then when you're done, you can put it in jars. So I'm going to put it in this jar. Now, again, we're not actually going to be canning these just because it's not going to last long enough for us to have to go through all that trouble. But we can still use the stuff. So we got our little funnel here. I don't want to just dump it because then I'm going to get all the juice in one container. So this amount that I used, this is I believe this is a 16-ounce jar.
Yes.
This is 24? 32?
Yes.
So this is a 16-ounce jar. This is 32 ounces. So 48 ounces of salsa from what we just made right there. So these are gonna go straight to the refrigerator. Let me go ahead and write the date. And that's it. Make sure you check out our Amazon store. It's going to be in the link below. If you go to the food prep and preservation area, I'll have things like the jars, the slap chop, canning things like that in there. So make sure you check that out and leave a comment, share it, subscribe. We'll see you next time. As Ray said, Homestead. Enjoy Homestead.